Who hasn't heard of El Dorado, the mythical city said to be made entirely of gold? For centuries, the legend of this lost city has captivated the imaginations of explorers, adventurers, and treasure hunters alike. But what is it about this tale that has kept it alive through the ages? Is it the allure of unimaginable wealth, or is there something deeper, a fascination with the unknown and the possibility that such a place could exist? This article delves into the legend of El Dorado, the many expeditions it inspired, and the impact it had on history and culture. The legend of El Dorado originated with the Muisca people of present-day Colombia. They had a ritual where their leader, the Zipa, would cover himself in gold dust and dive into Lake Guatavita. This ceremony was part of a larger tribute to their gods, where precious items were offered to the lake. When the Spanish conquistadors encountered the Muisca, they interpreted this ritual as evidence of a city of gold, sparking the first whispers of El Dorado. As stories of the Muisca ritual reached Europe, the legend of El Dorado began to grow. Each retelling seemed to embellish the details, turning the Muisca leader into a king and the lake into a city, and eventually into an entire kingdom filled with gold. The legend spread across Europe, fueling the imaginations of many who dreamed of finding this wealthy paradise. Spanish conquistadors made the first serious attempts to find El Dorado in the 16th century. Francisco Orellana and Gonzalo Pizarro were among the first to launch expeditions into the dense jungles of South America. Their journeys were fraught with danger, from hostile natives to treacherous terrain. Despite the hardships, the lure of untold riches drove them onward. The quest for El Dorado wasn't limited to the Spanish. English explorers like Sir Walter Raleigh also sought the fabled city. Raleigh's expeditions to South America in the late 1500s were motivated by the hope of finding El Dorado, which he believed was located along the banks of the Orinoco River. Though he never found the city, his accounts further fueled the legend in Europe. Lake Guatavita in Colombia is perhaps the most famous location linked to the El Dorado legend. The lake was the site of the Muisca ritual where the Zipa would offer gold to the gods. In the 16th century, several attempts were made to drain the lake in hopes of recovering the treasure believed to be at the bottom. Although some gold artifacts were recovered, they were far from the riches imagined. The vast and impenetrable Amazon rainforest was another area believed to hold the secrets of El Dorado. The dense foliage and dangerous wildlife made exploration difficult, but the possibility of finding the legendary city was enough to spur countless expeditions. Even today, the Amazon is often linked with lost civilizations and hidden treasures. The legend of El Dorado has had a significant impact on culture. It has inspired countless works of literature, from early chronicles to modern novels, and has been depicted in art throughout the centuries. The image of a city of gold. Historically, the search for El Dorado had profound consequences. The expeditions in pursuit of the myth often led to the exploitation and suffering of indigenous populations. The relentless quest for gold and riches drove European explorers deeper into uncharted territories, resulting in both discovery and destruction. Has become a symbol of ultimate wealth and the unattainable, a dream that continues to captivate. Modern archaeological research has provided some insights into the origins of the El Dorado legend. While no city of gold has been found, evidence of gold-rich cultures, such as the Muisca, suggests that the stories were based on real practices and beliefs. However, the scale and grandeur of the legend were likely exaggerated over time. Some historians believe that El Dorado may have been a metaphorical representation of the wealth and prosperity that European explorers hoped to find in the New World. Others suggest that it could have been inspired by actual places or rulers, but the idea of a single city or kingdom made entirely of gold is likely a myth. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the search for El Dorado continues. Modern explorers and historians are still intrigued by the possibility of discovering lost treasures in the jungles of South America. Recent discoveries of ancient civilizations in the Amazon have reignited interest in the legend, suggesting that there may still be secrets waiting to be uncovered. El Dorado remains a powerful symbol in modern culture, appearing in movies, books, and video games. The idea of a hidden city of gold continues to capture the imagination, representing the ultimate adventure and the allure of the unknown. The search for El Dorado is a tale as old as time, blending history, myth, and the human desire for wealth and discovery. While the city of gold may never have existed in the form described by explorers, the legend has left an indelible mark on history and culture. El Dorado is more than just a myth, it is a reflection of humanity's eternal quest for the unattainable, a reminder that sometimes, the journey is more important than the destination.